Hi guys. So I know I've been away for a very long time. I don't even know when the last time was that I did a video. But today, I know I didn't finish all the love readings. I had to really take a step back from love. I know some people are still dealing with love issues, but it's almost like there was too much of a focus on the love messages. It was starting to feel toxic and repetitive. So I needed to step back and really ground myself, find out what I needed to, what messages do I really need to be putting out right now. And it seems like with this season, this Piscean season, with Mercury being retrograde, and all the other shifts happening, the cosmos are constantly doing stuff, right? So I know right now a lot of people feel like they're either drowning, anxiety is at an all-time high. There's a lot of doubting of oneself. People are being cracked open, and some people are not used to that. It's almost like a collective awakening. So I know there's a lot of resisting. People don't want things to change. It's not that you don't want things to change or that we don't want things to change. There's just a resistance because change is scary and it's uncertain, it's unknown, right? So I know from personal experience, just this week, I was dealing with what felt like depression, but I never felt so close to my guides than I did when I was in that moment of darkness. So I wanted to do a collective message because I've talked to a few friends, and I've also seen the trend on social media, people are really struggling with this season. So I just wanted to do a collective message today. We'll see where it goes. I don't know how long this video is going to be, but when I was pre-shuffling the cards, I did see the Four of Pentacles from both tarot decks. So I know that people are resisting. There's a need to hold on to your reality, things that make sense to you, things that you know, right? It's anything that's not that, anything that is a thought, a fantasy, a passion. It's almost like some people are afraid to pursue those things. Some people are afraid to pursue something that you're interested in, or something that you feel a calling to, or someone that you feel a calling to, because it feels there's an uncertainty. So I don't know if somebody feels like they're going to be rejected. If you're starting a business, you're not sure if it's going to do well, but I definitely feel this resistance to change, but it's necessary for a lot of you guys, because the Four Pentacles that came out with this deck in the pre-shuffle was accompanied by Justice, and she was literally holding back the fruit, a pomegranate, which is a very abundant fruit. So it's almost like, as long as you hold back, as long as you resist, as long as you are not willing to be cracked open and changed, your justice, your just due is going to be held back from you. The abundance that you're waiting for, the soulmate relationship that you're waiting for, whatever it is that you feel you deserve or that you really want, is being withheld until you allow yourself to be opened. So I know some people are in a space of anxiety and depression. Others are feeling on top of the world because you've already gone through that shift. You've already gone through you've already been taken to the trenches, because again, it's Pisces season. The waves have already taken you down and under, and you've emerged, even though it may have felt like you were going to die, or like you wanted to die, you just wanted it to be over. It's almost like emerging out of that and feeling like you're on top of the world. You can take on anything because you survived that moment. Others are supposed to be going through this change because this is collective energy, but there's a resistance, trying not to feel that pull down that the divine is trying to get everyone to go through and experience. Bottom of the deck is card number 42, wide open. So again, some people are already in this energy because it's like you were already taken to the depths, to the valley of death, almost feeling like you just didn't want to do anything, you couldn't go on, or you felt like you were literally dying. And now because of that, it's like you're open to new experiences, or you've already been cracked open and you're here now. on top of a mountain and ready to experience whatever. For others of you, it's like if you just allow the waves to take you where it wants to take you, it'll bring you back where you're supposed to be, okay? Dragon's Lair, card number 19. So yeah, 1 and 9 is 10, right? So completion. There has to be it's like scary, right? You don't know what's down there. You don't know what you're going to experience. It's a scary feeling to have to experience change or to go somewhere you've never been before. But here's the thing. It's like once you go through this, you get here. Underneath that is making a choice. So you do have to decide whether or not to take one way or another. Do you want to experience this change, or do you want to stay where you currently are? Is the job that you're at working? Is the relationship you're in working? Okay. Is your way of doing things still working, or is there a change that needs to happen? So let's see what Dragon's Lair is. This is, again, a collective message. It's not going to resonate with everybody, but my hope is that it resonates with the majority, because I like to think that the people that are still subscribed to me, because I lost a lot of subscribers in my absence, but I like to think that the people that stick around and are loyal to the channel, it's because you feel that there is a connection between you and I. So if I'm feeling this energy, my guess is you are too, okay? So card number 19, the Dragon's Lair. You are always protected and divinely directed. You have a remarkable internal warning system that lets you know when things are out of alignment. You are about to enter a dangerous territory, so tread carefully and be aware of your surroundings. The path you're on now is one that will challenge you to the core. That said, peril is also exciting and exhilarating. Like the danger you feel before you enter a new relationship, knowing that you'll be changed forever, a life lived fully isn't lived only in safety. A new experience is calling you, one that will test your courage. The choice is yours, but there's a greater value in risk. There's a greater value in risk-taking than remaining unchallenged. New territories are waiting to be discovered, okay? So exactly like I was saying, there's a resistance happening because somebody's fearing this change. It's scary, right? You don't know what to expect. But if you just let it happen, there's a miracle, or your abundance, your just due is waiting for you, okay? You're opening yourself up to infinite possibilities by going through something that scares you, something that is challenging for you. But if you can face your fears, you can face anything, right? So Spirit, can we please get messages regarding, what do we need a message for? Let's just get 2 cards for the collective, please. And then I'll just read those intuitively unless I'm guided to do otherwise. 2 cards for the collective. To be fair, okay, again, you're just due. You see how she's holding the scales? It's like Spirit, there's things that are waiting to come into your life. People, experiences that are waiting to come into your life, but they are being withheld. They are being withheld. And I think it's because it's like you have to be open to receiving them, and some people just are not. It's like you want the abundance, you want the relationship, you want the something without having to go through the the test of getting it, or the challenge of getting it, but it doesn't work that way. There's one. Higher power, card number 4. So this has to do with your stability for some of you. Some of you just want to feel stable. Some of you want to just feel, it's like you need to know that it's going to be a stable move, or that this is going to be worth it in the end. But with higher power here, it's almost like it's asking you to have trust. One more card for the collective, please. I'll try not to take all day, guys. I know that there's so many people that are just like over this shit. Okay, card number 3, Between Worlds. Yeah, stuck between the past, the here and now, and the future. Something about the past still lingers in the back of your mind, an experience with a relationship, a job, project, something that is keeping you from this bright new future, this new beginning. It's the same thing here, but it's in this right? Dragon's lair and wide open, between worlds. Stuck between being afraid and wanting what you want. Stuck between two worlds. Let me see if I can show it like that. Okay? That's how I'm seeing it. So what's the card that comes out? Exchanging gifts. You have to give a little to get a little. So just imagine if you give your all to something, how much is going to be given back to you. This is very feminine energy here. Yeah, it's like somebody, I don't want to say somebody, we are being asked to give our all to something so that we can get what is due by giving, okay? So how do I want to word this, Spirit? I guess what they're trying to say is just don't hold yourself stagnant by being afraid to go for what you want. Let me just read it. It's like I have the words, but I don't know how to word it just right. Okay, so the law of giving and receiving, currency, trade-offs, weighing costs, and determining value. You're entering into a productive and enriching time when all manner of opportunities are being offered to you. You have everything you need to seize them. Yet, in order to honor them, you must put in the time, exchange your experience and skills, and commit heart and soul to what you're choosing to pursue. You can do it. You have what it takes to be successful if you align with the law of giving and receiving. You must engage in a dance of give and take, push and pull, doing and being. If you let fear guide your choices, you could deplete yourself or create an imbalance. Let me read that again. If you let fear guide your choices, you could deplete yourself or create an imbalance. This is not a time of just do. Use your currency wisely and be mindful of the value others bring to your life. Okay? So it's almost like balancing, right? Sorry, let me turn this down. So yes, do, but also be so aligned with yourself, so in tune with divine and your emotions and your feelings. Okay, so anything that you feel, be so present and in the moment of what you're feeling at that time, that if you feel that you need to pull back or take a break, do that. If you feel that you want to take a leap on something, do that. But be so aligned with oneself that there isn't any apprehension when it comes to what your intuition is telling you to do, okay? Or who to be, how to be, whatever the case may be. So, guys, can we please get messages for the collective? Now, I am seeing a rainbow, like an aura. Okay, so I'm being shown the I don't know if you guys have seen the pictures of people that they're taking of themselves, and you can see your aura when you take the picture. So I don't know if somebody's doing that, but some of you guys may need to do that to see and understand where your headspace is, what kind of energy you're giving off. That, or some of you guys are able to see other people's auras. Okay, they don't even have to say a word. It's like you can pick up their vibe just by looking at them. So for those people, don't waste your time with people whose energy you can see is not worth yours or doesn't match yours. Messages for the collective, please. Okay, so the Ace of Pentacles comes out upright. And the card that came out face down is Strength. So I feel like some of you guys are denying the fact that you are blocking your own blessings. And it could be as a result of you sort of being too open in the past and feeling like things that you didn't necessarily want to make their way into your heart, into your emotions, or things that you didn't want to necessarily attach to you, energy that you didn't want to attach to you. It's like as a result of you being too open in the past, maybe predators made their way into your heart, into your life. But now it's like your heart is guarded, but I also feel like you're kind of blocking something that is like your attention could be on the wrong thing. And it's funny because strength has been coming out a lot in my personal readings for people. So, of course, it's the 8. But, so exchanging gifts, right? 8, reciprocity. This is the card of Leo, and it's also the card for Virgo for me, and sometimes Aquarius. Okay, so that could be who you're dealing with. Something could have transpired in those seasons. But for some of you guys, it's just like there is a wall up against your, I don't even want to say it's your desire. It's like there's a guard up against that exchanging gifts, basically. The cards did come out like this, though. So it could, some of you guys could be blocking a blessing that has been waiting to come to you, whether in the form of money, a soulmate, a home for some of you, like your living conditions, something, but somebody's got their guard up against it. Bottom of the deck is the 5 of Wands. Okay, some of you guys have just given up fighting for something. You're ready to walk away from somebody or something because it feels toxic. But it's like you talk about it, you feel passionate about it, you're ready to walk away from it. Like you're passionate about your decision to do it, but it's still like a stall. Like things are still up in the air. Like, I know I need to leave. I know I need to do something else. I know I need to quit, whatever. But instead of actually doing it, you're holding yourself back from taking that leap and walking away from that thing, that person, that job, that home, that offer, whatever. So you feel passionate about it, okay? You feel like this is something you need to do, but you feel like afraid to do it. What else can you tell us? If anybody's wondering what the music is that's playing in the background, it's Beautiful Chorus, and I think it's the Mantras in Love album. Oh, there's a whole lot here. Wow. When I set the cards down, Page of Wands is at the bottom of the deck, but Judgment slid from underneath it. So the thing I like to point out about this Judgment card is how liberated this person feels, and it's by the hand of the divine, okay, higher power. So there's a need to, there's an asking for you to trust your intuition, okay? Some of you guys may be afraid to do that because we are in a retrograde season. Even though retrogrades can tend to mess with our business, technology, vehicles, whatever, it is what you make it, okay? What is all of this? 2 of Pentacles. Okay, so this is everything that I was saying. Somebody feels like they need to walk away. It's like you've evaluated a situation at either a job, in a relationship, whatever, and you know you need to walk away. You've had an awakening to this. You've done some deep diving about this, but there's still, like, it's up in the air. Like somebody feels uncertain about whether or not they should do this. If you're wondering what the cards are, 2 of Pentacles. So let's go this way. 3 of Cups. Okay, you see how he's being knocked off his feet. Your intuition. Okay, the Hermit going within, and the Hermit is looking at facing this 5 of Wands. Okay, this fight. So this could be an internal fight with yourself, or some of you guys could be in a toxic environment where it's constant bickering, fighting, like a constant push and pull with somebody or people, like coworkers, family members, whatever. And knowing you want to walk away with the 8 of Cups, because it's like, for some of you, it's like you've put more into this than your partner. You've put more into a job than they're paying you. You've put more of yourself into something and it hasn't returned back to you. So you know you need to walk away. You know that this is not a good, fertile environment to be in. It's not healthy. We'll say that. Okay. And it's like the ships are here. They're right in the background. They're waiting for you to board, but you have to make the decision to walk away or whatever. Some of you guys are so freaking loyal, and I'm saying that because of the dog. Some of you guys are loyal to a fault, to this person, to this job, to these people, and I feel like you need to just leap, trust your intuition and leap. Do what your heart is telling you to do. Nine of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. There's some shade somewhere. The Sun. A lot of Leo energy here. We did just have a full moon in Leo. I think it was, what was it, February 8th? So about a month ago, we had a full moon in Leo. That could have exposed something to you, or that could have been when you had that awakening, and it could have came from out of nowhere. Like you could have just been minding your business, thinking everything was great, and then you got this sudden download or sudden feeling like something's off or something's wrong. And Nine of Pentacles here, somebody who's very independent. Okay, she's consulting the squirrel who's kind of covered up. So I don't know if this is like your, like an inner voice, totem of some sort, spirit guide that you listen to, wait for. Underneath that is the moon. So we have the sun and the moon. Okay, so something that was hidden coming to light. And again, unexpectedly, the Tower here, which could have caused a shakeup in your foundation because the Ten of Pentacles is right there. So something that had to do with your stability, whether it's a relationship, a home, job, whatever, something about it coming to light and realizing that there needs to be a change. But I feel like you're holding yourself back from making that change because it's your stability. But if it's causing some sort of internal turmoil, is it really stable? Like, how stable can your place of living, your relationship, anything be if it's causing you to fight with yourself? I'm not going to keep all of these, but I do want to look at them. Okay, Four of Swords, Ace of Swords. Some of you guys need to take a break so that you can get clear. That's very, very apparent with the Four of Swords and the Four of Cups. Okay, he's meditating, getting really clear about what he wants emotionally. And then this guy, logically, especially with the Ace of Swords right in between them, the Four of Swords talks about taking a break and needing to get mentally clear. With that Ace of Swords there, it's like you got all the clarity you need. At this point, I feel like at this point, it's like some people know that they're just sticking around because it's stable, but it's like it's killing your passion for something else to stay where you are. And if it's not about a person or a place, it could be a way of thinking, because air is mentality. But there is definitely a need to get grounded and to get clear, okay? The other cards that come out. Seven of Swords, King of Cups, Knight of Wands, and the Empress. So this, I feel like this has to do with somebody. Some of you guys are nurturing something, a connection that feels like it's what you're supposed to be doing, but I honestly feel like you're cheating yourself, or this person is robbing you of your divinity. Like you're beginning to feel diminished in your power even. This can be a boss, this can be a husband, this can be anybody really. It's like hot and cold with this person. Here one minute, gone the next. Sometimes things are good, sometimes things are bad. But I feel like it's not a match. Like this person, this place of business, this thing, these people are not worthy of your divinity. But you still give them you, or allow them to have access to you. Again, this does not have to be about a relationship. This could be about work. For some of you, I feel like it's about family. Okay. Can we get advice here? Because we know that there is a need to let go and change. That High Priestess wanted to jump. So trusting your intuition. Some of you guys need to move in silence. Like if you're getting ready to make a major move, don't tell anybody, because I feel like when you tell people what you're planning to do, they find ways to keep you from doing it, or to seed doubt into your mind. The Hermit, yeah, keep it to yourself. Especially because the High Priestess tried to jump out. The High Priestess doesn't talk. Okay, she observes. She's very wise and she trusts her intuition. The Hermit, which is funny because the star is at the bottom of the deck. And in the Hermit's lantern is the star, okay? That healing, but the Hermit goes through a dark night of the soul, finding, like, getting to the bottom of who you are and finding out what you need, what you want to move forward on your path of purpose, okay? So again, that dragon's lair with the Hermit, that uncertainty, that doubt, I feel like as long as you don't tell people what you have planned, as long as you're keeping things to yourself, there shouldn't be room for anybody to weave doubt into your mind. It's just like going on this journey by yourself, because only you know what it is that you require to be 100% happy and feel fulfilled in your purpose, fulfilled in why you're here. And you have everything you need, literally. When you go through this dragon's lair, when you go to the bottom of the ocean, when you go through this valley, you have everything you need. He's got his timer, he's got his keys, he's got his lantern. Okay, I feel like some of you are very brave and you're ready to tackle this thing because you know that on the other side is healing. You know on the other side is reciprocity, okay? There's going to be people and things, and you're going to recognize them based on their aura, based on their energy, their vibe. They don't have to say a word. You can just tell that that person is somebody that I vibe with, or those people are people that I vibe with. This job is the job for me. This home is the home for me. But only once you get to the bottom of what it is that makes you tick. What is it that makes you want to get up and keep going to the job, or whatever the case may be. Some of you guys lost, I don't want to say you lost yourself, but parts of yourself. You're losing parts of yourself in the process of going through this deep dive. You're losing parts of yourself that you feel you need to go through life, but that's not true. You still have plenty. You still have what you need to get to where you're going or where you need to be. For some of you guys, it's two friends. For some of you guys, it's two of something. Somebody's losing two of something. And I think you feel like you need those things, those two things, to keep going, or to continue on your path, but that's not true. I feel like your intuition is trying to guide you. Don't worry about anything that isn't that. You've got 3 out of 4 cards. You have 3 major arcanas with another at the bottom of the deck. So this is a major change trying to occur in your life, but it's for the better. Thank you. I keep seeing that Lover's card. So this could be something that has to do with a relationship, okay, a choice that you need to make about a twin flame or soulmate. Knight of Pentacles, a lot of Virgo and Leo energy here, which, again, the Strength card for me is Virgo and Leo, and sometimes Aquarius, and we've seen the star too. We have the Sun here, which is Leo energy, the Hermit, Virgo energy, and we just had the Star, which is Aquarius energy, at the bottom of the deck, and now the Knight of Pentacles, which is Virgo energy. It can also be Taurus, but it's slow moving. It's taking your time. For some of you guys, it's like you're going back. Again, we're in a retrograde, which will be Mercury goes direct on March 9th or 10th. I can't remember. But it's still going to be a shadow phase. So you're still in this like review, like taking a look at things. What did I miss? What did I leave behind? Do I want to continue to do I want to go back and get those things, or do I just keep pressing forward? So there, for some of you guys, it's a review. But on the other side of that, it's like, don't go back, because the only thing that's facing forward is the Strength card. Okay. I feel like Spirit is like, do not go back. Okay. Don't go backwards. Continue to move forward. All of these cards are facing backwards. And then you have Strength. Okay. Facing the other way. So I do feel like for some of you guys, Spirit is like, keep moving forward. Don't move back. Don't go backwards, or don't hold yourself stagnant. Like, don't be so slow to make a move forward. I feel like some of you guys are being slowed down because you are still so stagnant. I'm surprised the Hanged Man isn't here. 10 of Swords is at the bottom of the deck. Okay, so something's done. A way of thinking, something that may have been plaguing your mind, giving you anxiety, causing you anxiety, that's done. Let it go. Somebody's still holding on. So it's causing you to get your abundance. It's causing you to get your just do slowly. It's a slow process. There's nothing wrong with that. It's like time is an illusion, right? But at the same time, I feel like Spirit is trying to keep you from either being stagnant or from going backwards, because some of you are considering something from the past, or trying to hold on to something that no longer serves you. See, there's a High Priestess. This feels so like, if you would just trust you see all the pomegranates on the cloth behind her, but the baby looks like so scared. So some of you guys are definitely, it's like new for you to trust your intuition. It feels very scary. Some of you guys, if you're not a water sign, in this season that we're in right now, Pisces season, and with all the things happening in the sky, it could feel like you're being taken under. You don't know left from right. You don't know what's going on. Okay, but it's calling for you to have trust. And I'm saying that because the bottom of the deck is the Four of Wands. So you're not alone. Spirit's with you, Divine's with you. You're not alone, but you have to trust that your partnership with the Divine is solid. That Five of Wands and the Devil tried to stick out, and the Five of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. So that if somebody ghosted you, or if there's somebody that didn't appreciate you, whether at a job, in a friendship circle, family, romantic relationship, whatever, it's because that is a toxic energy that is no longer they're trying to push you out of that energy. They're trying to push you out of the energy of codependency, out of the energy of feeling like it's a battle to be with somebody, or to be in a social group, to be where you don't belong. Okay, they're trying to push you out of that, so that you can actually, so that your luck can begin to change, the wheel can begin to turn. Okay. We're at 34 minutes. What else, Spirit? Is there anything else? Seven of Cups. Okay, yeah. So again, back to Pisces season. There are some illusions around us at this time, with Mercury being in retrograde, with it being Pisces season. Okay, something's going on with Neptune too. I don't remember what it is. But there definitely is some illusions, or there are options that need to be evaluated, because now this turtle down here, very slow moving, just like the Knight of Pentacles. I definitely get fog and illusion around somebody. It may have to do with a new beginning, okay, or something that you're very passionate about, but needing to make a decision about. For some of you guys, it does have to do with love. It has to do with whether or not you're going to take a leap of faith on somebody, or are you going to stay comfortable with what you already have, like what's already happening in your situation. Clarify the Seven of Cups, please. Why is the Seven of Cups here? Why is the Seven of Cups here? For some of you guys, it's like you're dealing with people that you feel like you're supposed to have a genuine connection with, like a solid connection with, but something about them feels off. Something about the way they communicate is off, or they are here one minute, gone the next. Like you guys are very connected one minute, and then it's like you don't hear from them. What is this? Four of Cups. Okay, so yeah, just ground yourself, get very grounded, and ask yourself, if this person is causing this many illusions, is this somebody that I want to deal with? Like, if they're causing this much uncertainty, is this something that I want to deal with? Really ground yourself, ask yourself the questions, and tap into the intuition. What does your intuition tell you? What does your gut tell you? What do the hairs on your arms tell you? Okay, what does your sacral chakra tell you? And your solar plexus, especially because the sun is here. I feel like for some of you guys, it's just realizing at the end of the day that yes, there are some illusions, because you don't know if somebody is real or if somebody's being like leading you on. Yeah, there's an uncertainty about whether or not somebody is being genuine or somebody's just leading you on, playing a game with you, and it's becoming burdensome. But at the same time, if that's the case, if it's burdensome, if it's causing confusion, why do you want to deal with that? This person is hiding something. When they're not giving to you, it's because they're giving themselves to somebody else. So somebody's spreading themselves really thin. Okay, that just came through for somebody. For others of you, this has to do with the job. Are they paying you your worth? For some of you, it's a new job. Like trying to figure out if you're going to take this leap on this job. It might be a startup company or something, something that you're passionate about, but you're unsure if you can actually take a pay cut to go there, which is why, again, getting grounded, trusting yourself, really tapping in to find out what you need, what you want. Because you can have both. It doesn't have to just be about what you need. Okay, you can also have what it is that you want, because you want those things for a reason. Can we clarify this Knight of Pentacles, please? What is this Knight of Pentacles here for? What is this Knight? Bottom of the deck is the Ace of Cups. Some of you guys may have conceived a child with this person, or have children already with this person. Others of you feel like time is running out, and so you got to stick with what you've already started. Some of you are considering whether or not this is somebody that you can build a foundation with. Others of you are still thinking about somebody in the past, somebody that you may have sent a message to and you haven't heard back from them. Okay, Ten of Pentacles comes out in the reverse over the Knight of Pentacles. Ten of Pentacles in reverse, this to me feels like a loss. money-wise, financially, basically, financial loss or loss of stability, losing your footing. So for some of you, it's like you're slowly coming apart from what you thought was your stability. It's slowly dissolving anyways, because there's either a lack of love or there's a love for something or someone else elsewhere. So you're slowly going through this process of letting it go or dissolving, or it's doing it on its own. And that's why it feels scary, because the Ten of Pentacles is like stability, a 2-person household, a co-created business, something that has to do with your stability. But it's in the reverse. So it is crumbling, especially because we've seen the Tower earlier. But it's happening because you've had an awakening, a realization. There was something that was illuminated that you didn't, I don't think you even knew that this was happening. And then it just came out of left field, like what? Like a shake up in the foundation. And that's why maybe you've been trying to ask yourself if you can like fix it, make it work. This is all over the place. But this is why I get so much anxiety doing YouTube, you guys. Like for me, I struggled with whether or not to keep doing the channel, because I like doing personals. I like doing one-on-one. And honestly, I haven't even been charging like that. It's just like whatever you want to tip me is fine, because I enjoy doing readings, but I like the intimacy between myself and the person that's asking for the message. When it's thousands of people, even hundreds of people listening to a message, it's all over the place. And as a Pisces, I'm already scattered and swimming in different directions. So I'm just like, this is all over the place. For some of you, this is about work. For some of you, this is about a relationship, unfortunately, because it feels like it's causing a major shakeup in the foundation. And somebody's trying to review, like, where did we go wrong? What did I leave behind? What happened? But you're being asked to keep moving forward. Okay. And not to place the blame on yourself. Like somebody is blaming themselves for something. It's not you. You didn't commit the whatever happened. Okay. So don't blame yourself. But I feel like some of you guys are looking backwards, because it's like, okay, something went wrong. Where did we go wrong? Why is this happening? Let's clarify strength. What's strength here for? Okay, that fell over the Hermit, so I'm not sure if that's supposed to be for strength or the Hermit, but let's see. Ace of Cups. Yeah, for some of you guys, it's like, I feel like you're blaming yourself for what happened, because the Nine of Swords is at the bottom of the deck. And it's not your fault, is what I'm getting. It's like, it wasn't even your fault. So why? It's like, you need to be strong about that. Be strong and confident in that it wasn't your fault. It feels like somebody is just like, what happened? Where did things go wrong? How did I end up here? Could have had something to do with the fire sign. Doesn't have to be. Could be somebody who's very attractive, or it could be a boss, something about a boss, husband, something where, I don't know, I feel like somebody's worth was diminished, whether monetarily or in love. Like somebody thought things were all good, and then it comes out that actually it was an illusion. Okay, Can we get one for strength, please? I'm going to try to do some like videos by the signs. It's my birthday weekend and this is what I'm doing. Yeah, okay, so there we have it. Empress at the bottom of the deck. Your worth. Some of you guys are in a very creative, nurturing, abundant space, or the ability to be that. And the Fool is clarifying strength. A lot of major arcanas here, you guys. I'm trying to tell you there's a major change happening. And it's like something, because again, strength is facing forward and now the Fool is facing forward. But all the other cards, the Sun, the Hermit, the Knight of Pentacles, are all facing the past. And Spirit is like, no. Nothing in the past. Leave it in the past. It's in the past. And whatever you're trying to hold on to, let it go. It's time to do that thing that you want to do, that thing that your intuition is telling you to do, that thing that has come to light, that thing that has come to mind, that thing that you feel in the pit of your stomach. It's time for you to do that. They're not going to let you not do it. So until you actually allow for it to happen, you're going to feel this Nine of Swords energy. You're going to feel this anxiety, this depression even for some of you, but it's because they're trying to crack you open to move you forward. Like you have to, there's no more sitting, lingering. You've reached the space now where you have to make a decision to go this way or that way, but you ain't going backwards. Okay, so use your intentions, set your intentions, and when you're setting them, don't just put things out into the universe or speak words or think of things that are mundane. Okay, really think about what it is that you need and why. Like for some of you, it's like, I need money. Do you need money or do you need stability? Okay, be intentional with your intentions. Underneath that is the slow and steady card, so more Knight of Pentacles energy. Followed by magical shapeshifter. As soon as you get it in your head that you have a move that needs to be made, as soon as you set the intentions and you really understand why you're setting the intention, it's like things begin to change. Okay, you move closer towards that is yours. That is just for you, that is due to you. Okay, the Empress and the Ace of Wands. So there's a new beginning. There's something that awaits you, something that sets your soul on fire, something that you're meant to do, and it's waiting for you. Do I need to use this? I'm being like drawn to this exchange gifts card. So let's see. Ace of Pentacles comes out over exchanging gifts. Again, you got to give a little to get a little, or you can give your all to get the big Ace of Pentacles. Okay, that's coming out over exchanging gifts. Three of Cups at the bottom of the deck with the Empress and Temperance. Okay, so celebrations are in order. Celebrations are absolutely in order. So many major arcanas coming out for the collective. Okay, it's just a matter of finding that balance. Getting out of your head, making the moves, trusting yourself, and knowing that you're not alone. You are somebody who is abundant. Like there's so much owed to you, but you owe it to yourself to take the leap. Do we need another card? Okay, more on the Ace of Pentacles. High Priestess and the Chariot. I'm trying to tell you guys. She's even surrounded by pomegranates in this one. And then the Chariot, it's like they're trying to bring you this. This Ace of Pentacles is making its way towards you. If you trust yourself, trust the divine, know that you're not alone, go for what you want, but really tap into what it is that you need so that you get what you want. Okay, that's what it is. Tapping into what you need so you can get what you want. So if you want money, it's probably because you need stability. Okay, does that make sense? Damn, it took the whole reading to get to that. So tapping into what you need to get what you want. That's going to have to be the title of the video. Some of you guys, there's some toxic energy trying to make its way back towards you, or that's probably still holding on to you, because for them, it's like your energy feeds theirs, okay? So this person feels very codependent on your energy, but I feel like they're asking you to be very logical and detach yourself from that sort of energy, because you are not somebody who just gives freely. It's an exchange. If you're giving your all to somebody, they have to give their all to you. It's not going to be any more of this give, and somebody else just take. Okay. So guys, I'm sorry that it took 50 minutes to get to the message, but the message is that you need to get to the root of what it is you need in order for you to get what you want. Okay. And as a prime example, if you want money, it's because you need stability. So set your intentions. I need stability. I need whatever you need. I need a healthy body. I need whatever it is that you need, okay? I need structure. I need peace, okay? Whatever it is that you need, get clear about it, set the intention so that all the things that you want can begin to flow to you, because they're waiting. You just have to move the energy around. I'm going to shut up now. I love you guys. I hope it resonates in some way, shape, or form. I hope you're able to get some sort of peace. I hope you're able to get some sort of advice here. Thank you to the ones who stuck around and listened to this long video. Also to the ones who stuck around and stayed subscribed to this channel. You guys are really the tribe, and I love you guys so much. I will talk to you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.